Part 2, Principles of Agile. In this lesson, our goal is to explain the meaning and 12 principles of the Agile Manifesto and gain better understanding on how to apply these principles. Principle number 1, Customer Satisfaction through Early and Continuous Software Delivery. Agile development prioritizes delivering working software that meets the customer's needs as quickly as possible. Now, here are some guide questions that we can ask ourselves and our team members so that we can better apply this principle. How can we deliver value to our customers sooner? An insight could be we can deliver value to our customers sooner by breaking down our development process into smaller increments such as sprints or iterations, and we can deliver working software at the end of each increment. Another question that we can ask is, what feedback mechanisms can we put in place to ensure we are meeting our customers' needs? For example, we can also involve our customers in the development process by soliciting feedback and incorporating it into future iterations. Principle number 2, embrace changing requirements. Agile development recognizes that requirements and priorities can change rapidly and encourages teams to be flexible and adaptable. Ask these questions. How can we be more flexible and responsive to changing requirements? What processes do we need to have in place to handle changes in requirements? For example, a project team can be more flexible and responsive to changing requirements by using Scrum or Kanban. These methodologies emphasize iterative development and continuous improvement. They can also have a process in place for evaluating and prioritizing change in requirements. Principle number 3, deliver working software frequently. Agile development emphasizes delivering working software in small increments on a regular basis rather than waiting until the end of a long development cycle. Ask these questions. How often should we be delivering working software? What is the minimum viable product we can deliver to provide value to our customers? A minimum viable product, or MVP, is a version of a product that includes only the core features that are necessary to meet the basic needs of early adopters and get feedback for future development. It is based on the concept from the Lean Startup, which emphasize the importance of quickly and cost-effectively testing and validating ideas in the marketplace. The goal of an MVP is to provide value to customers as early as possible, while we minimize the resources required to develop and launch the product. An MVP is not a complete product, but rather a starting point for iterative development. As the product evolves, additional features and functionality can be added based on feedback from customers and other stakeholders. The key is to start with the minimum set of features needed to deliver value and then build on that foundation over time. Principle number 4, collaborate with customers and stakeholders. Agile development, as mentioned, involves working closely with customers and stakeholders to ensure that the software being developed meets their needs. Some questions we can ask. How can we involve our customers and stakeholders in the development process? What channels of communication do we need to maintain with our customers and stakeholders? An insight here could be we can involve our customers and stakeholders in the development process by holding regular meetings or workshops, sending out surveys or questionnaires, or setting up user testing sessions with our clients. We can also use collaboration tools such as Trello or Jira to keep everyone informed of the project progress and upcoming features. Principle number 5, build projects around motivated individuals. Agile recognizes that motivated individuals are the key to successful projects and encourages teams to support and empower their members. As project managers, it is important for us to understand what motivates our team members. How can we support them? How can we empower our team members to make decisions and take ownership of their work? We We can support our team members by providing them with opportunities for growth and development. We can also recognize and reward their accomplishments, create a positive and inclusive work environment. We can also empower them by giving them the autonomy to make decisions and solve problems. Trust in the team is an important aspect of Agile. Principle number 6, use face to face communication. Agile development emphasizes face to face communication over written documentation. This promotes collaboration, reduces misunderstandings, and fosters a shared sense of ownership. We can ask the following questions. How can we increase face to face communication among team members? What tools and processes can we use to facilitate face to face communication in a remote work environment? We can increase face to face communication among team members by scheduling regular stand up meetings or daily check in calls, holding in person workshops, brainstorming sessions, or using video conferencing software such as Skype or Zoom. In a remote work environment, we can use tools such as Slack or Microsoft Teams to facilitate real time communication. Principle number 7, working software is the primary measure of progress. In Agile, progress is measured based on the amount of working software delivered rather than on documentation or other kinds of metrics. Some questions we can ask. How can we measure progress based on working software? What metrics can we use to assess the quality of our working software? Some examples. We can measure progress based on working software by setting goals and milestones for each sprint or iteration. We can evaluate our progress based on whether we've met those goals. We can also use metrics such as velocity or burn down charts to track our progress over time. Principle number 8, sustainable development. Agile development emphasizes the importance of maintaining a sustainable pace of work that allows the team to maintain a high level of productivity over long term. Some questions that we can ask. Are we maintaining a sustainable pace of work? How can we prevent burnout and ensure that our team members are able to maintain their productivity over the long term? And a sample answer here could be, we can maintain a sustainable pace of work by setting realistic goals and timelines. We should avoid overcommitting or working long hours. We can prevent burnout by encouraging team members to take breaks, prioritize self-care, and foster a culture of work-life balance. Principle number 9, continuous attention to technical excellence and good design. It is important for us to maintain high standards of technical excellence and design in order to ensure that the software is maintainable and scalable. We should be able to ask the following questions. How can we ensure that our software is maintainable and scalable? What design principles should we be following to ensure the quality of our software? Some example to do this is following the best practices such as writing clean and maintainable code, using automated testing tools, and incorporating feedback from peer reviews. We can also prioritize refactoring and code quality improvements in each sprint or iteration. Principle number 10, simplicity. The goal is to eliminate unnecessary features and functionality. So we should be able to answer the following questions. How can we simplify our software and eliminate unnecessary features and functionality? What is the minimum viable product we can deliver to provide value to our customers? Principle number 11, self-organizing teams. Agile emphasizes the importance of self-organizing teams that are able to make decisions and solve problems independently. Some questions could be, how can we empower our teams to make decisions and solve problems independently? What processes can we put in place to support these self-organizing teams? Some of these examples could be, we can empower our teams to make decisions by giving them the autonomy to choose their own work and prioritize their own tasks. We can also encourage them to collaborate and communicate with each other to solve problems and share knowledge. And lastly, principle number 12, regular reflection and adaptation. Agile encourages teams to regularly reflect on their processes and make changes as needed to improve their effectiveness and efficiency. Questions could be: how often should we reflect on our processes and make changes? What processes do we need to have in place to facilitate regular reflection and adaptation? An example answer here could be holding retrospective meetings at the end of each sprint or iteration. In this meeting, we can identify areas for improvement. We can also use data and metrics to evaluate the effectiveness of our process and make data driven decisions.